Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel, your go-to source for the latest breaking news around the globe. Let's dive right in. First up, the Iran-US nuclear negotiations. Iran and the United States have agreed to kick off expert-level discussions to craft a framework for a potential nuclear deal. This follows indirect talks in Rome mediated by Oman with Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi and US Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff at the helm. One major hurdle: Iran's stockpile of highly enriched uranium. Tehran is determined to keep its enrichment capabilities while the US insists on dismantling them. Talks will continue in Geneva with high-level discussions next weekend in Oman. President Trump has set a 60-day deadline for progress, warning of military action if an agreement isn't reached. On to the Ukraine war. Russian President Vladimir Putin declared a 30-hour truce, citing humanitarian reasons. But Ukrainian President Zelensky reported continued Russian military attacks. Russia accused Ukraine of numerous ceasefire violations. The US proposed a conditional 30-day ceasefire, which Ukraine accepted, pending Russia's agreement. European leaders are pushing for a full ceasefire and peace talks. Moving on to the US Houthi conflict in Yemen. The US has ramped up airstrikes targeting Houthi-controlled areas after a deadly attack on a fuel terminal. The US aims to disrupt Houthi resources and curb their attacks on shipping lanes and Israeli targets. In retaliation, the Houthis claimed missile strikes against US naval assets and Israeli sites. Finally, the Israel-Hamas war. Hamas rejected Israel's ceasefire proposal, demanding a permanent end to the war and Israeli withdrawal from Gaza. In response, Netanyahu ordered intensified military operations. Recent airstrikes resulted in significant Palestinian casualties, worsening the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. International calls for a ceasefire are growing, but a resolution remains elusive. That's all for today's update. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more breaking news. Thanks for watching and stay informed.